Our veterans certainly know that. And when we come back on the other side of this, we will speak with a two-time Canadian war veteran, a veteran of the Iraq and Afghanistan wars, Jeff Evely, a member of Veterans for Freedom, a Canadian who went to the Freedom Convoy at the height of the pandemic, was arrested on his way to the War Memorial in Ottawa during that protest because he was heading over to protect it, stand guard there after protesters dismantled a fence that had been put up around it, allegedly because of possible vandalism and people desecrating it. Well, the veterans who were there took control of it and decided that they would stand guard and protect it. In my view, and I said this at the time, it was like they reclaimed the memorial for the veterans from a government that at the time was way out of control. Stay with me. We'll speak with Jeff Evely, who faces a variety of charges. His trial began in Ottawa today. It continues tomorrow. The irony, the injustice in the trial alone, in my view, is over the top, and I am editorializing, and that is okay. Because we do need to stand by and honor our veterans, especially when they are standing up for their country.
The sharing of biased and
false news has become all too common on social media.
More alarmingly, some media publishing things are true without checking facts first.
Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think, and this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
In an ocean of lies a century deep, the truth awaits. Choose not the red pill. Choose not the blue pill. For both are an illusion. Discover the power of M. The power of individuality. We are mavericks. We are the way to the light. Fear not the storm. Join our quest for truth. Truth will set you free. Maverick News. The world is watching.
Jeff, glad to hear from you. You're still sort of free. What happened in court today with your case?
Well, today I was appearing for the first day of my trial for mischief and obstruction stemming from my attendance at the Convoy in February of 2022. We heard from 3 police officers who effected my arrest. There were more than that, but they had 3 who took the stand today. So the last one gave his testimony this afternoon, and then we're back in there tomorrow just to kind of flesh it all out. I can't really get into a lot of the details about what was discussed, while the trial is ongoing. But we should know more tomorrow. And I just discussed it with my lawyer, so I think we have a pretty sound strategy going forward. And I don't want to jinx anything, but it doesn't look like the end of the world.
That's very good. So tomorrow, do you actually get a chance to testify, or will you testify?
So my lawyer advised that it's probably better that I don't take the stand, because then I'll have to face a cross, and they're gonna try to stick something or other there. And he doesn't really see a need for me to do it right now. Just kind of looking at the evidence and testimony as is. So I don't think so. But my lawyer, Chris Fleury with JCCF, I'll give them a plug, by the way. He's been excellent. And he said he just kind of wants to take the night to sort of mull things over, and we'll decide whether or not I take the stand tomorrow. But I think we're kind of leaning away from it right now.
I see. What's the procedure after tomorrow? You'll get, I guess, if they find you not guilty on these charges, then it's basically all over procedurally at that point. If they find you guilty, I guess they then set a date for sentencing?
That's my understanding, Rick. This is kind of my first time being through the criminal courts, so I'm learning as I go, just like a lot of people, I imagine. But yeah, that's my understanding. Is we're just going to do the final day of the trial tomorrow, and then sentencing will be more like September, and perhaps I could even appear via video for that one. My lawyer could just appear for me, and I might not have to come back. So hopefully this is the last day that I have to appear in court. Tomorrow will be the last day I have to appear in court in Ottawa.
Yeah, and I think, part of the injustice in this is that I'm speaking right now with a 20-year veteran of the Canadian Armed Forces, someone who served in Iraq and Afghanistan. You were there on your way to the war memorial to really stand guard there at the time of your arrest. And now you're not even allowed to tonight stay in Ottawa because you're banned from the city, correct?
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. So my conditions were not to return to Ottawa. So when I did my march with James Topp, when he was on his way to the monuments, I had to cut it short at the sign for Arn Prior, because that would be the civic boundary for the greater Ottawa area. So, I don't know if there's ever been another case in history where a two-time war veteran was banned from the National War Monument for 2 years, but it certainly seems pretty heavy-handed to me.
Well, it certainly seems like the process is the punishment here again. It's an apparent case of lawfare being levied, and I can only say that our thoughts are with you, sir, as you head into your final day tomorrow.
Yeah, thanks, brother. I really appreciate it. Thanks for all you do, staying on top of this stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we won't say too much more today because anything we say can and probably will be used against us in the court of law. But we'll follow up with you tomorrow, and best of luck in court.
All right. Thanks a lot, Rick.
Thank
We'll
you,
talk to
Jeff.
tomorrow.
All right. Take care.
Okay.
Bye for now.
Bye.